Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day. Wherever you are, welcome to What the Feet. I have my socks on right now. We will want to take the socks off, but feel free to stay cozy for a moment. You will have a chair and a blanket. And if you don't have a yoga mat, you can use your blanket later to lie down, or a rug, wherever you're comfortable. But first, you'll take a seat in your chair. Any kind of chair really works. You might sit back and sit tall. Have your feet connected to the ground. So if they don't reach, you can add a book or a yoga brick, whatever props you need. And you can always add and subtract because all of our bodies are different and unique. Once you take a seat, just notice your feet on the ground. You can let your eyes close, or maybe let your eyelids and your eyebrows feel a little bit lazy, soften the gaze. And then take one hand, palm down, one hand to your heart. And as you breathe, just notice these handy reminders that you are grounded. That palm down helps us feel that grounded feeling, and you are heart-centered. Hand on heart center. Take a few breaths here, grounded and heart-centered. And bring both hands to touch at your heart center. A gesture of gratitude or prayer. Notice your feet again connected to the ground. And I want to share this quote from Thich Nhat Hanh. Walk as if you are kissing the earth with your feet. Walk as if you are kissing the earth with your feet. And from your heart outward, send some love, something good to someone or someplace that you know could use a little extra today. Releasing your hands to your thighs, palms up or down, whatever you're comfortable with. You can have your eyes open or closed. I just want to bring your awareness now to your feet. First, you might say thank you. Thank you to your feet. And then your awareness can be to your right toes. Just notice your right toes, your right heel, the sole of your right foot, the outer edge of your right foot, inner edge of your right foot, your whole right foot. And to your left toes. Notice your left toes, your left heel, the sole of your left foot, outer edge of your left foot, inner edge of your left foot, your whole left foot. Thank you again, feet. Thank you again. I'm going to share a few fun facts about the feet as you just keep your awareness there, connected to the ground, breath in and breath out. We have 26 bones in each foot, 33 joints, 19 muscles, 13,000 nerve endings per square inch. That's each foot. Wow. Thank you, feet. And you know, we just do a lot with them and we don't often give them a lot of love. What the feet? So that's what we're going to do today. All right. However, let's leave the feet right now and just kind of relax and warm up the neck and shoulders because everything's related from the ground up. You can take some half circles, ear to shoulder, chin to chest, and ear to shoulder. Slowly back and forth. Or you can take full circles. Keep your neck long, even as you look up at the sky. But everything's connected from the ground up. So if we hold a lot of tension here, we can remind these parts to calm down. We get that grounded feeling. And then we check in again. The anchor, we can always say, oh, breath, feet. If you're taking full circles, go around a couple more times, slow and steady. And you'll make your way back to center. Bring your fingertips to your shoulders and draw your elbows toward one another and then make some circles. Any size circle. And if this does not feel good, shoulder rolls are lovely. What a great choice. Also, any of the moves, any of the asanas, any of the movement that we do today, you can do it in your mind. Intention counts. Powerful visualization, seeing your body do this movement. And let's switch direction. Touching the elbows or headed in that direction. Warming up the shoulders and beyond. My whole body gets warm from this one. That could be age. Breathing in, breathing out. And release. If you have socks on, you might want to take them off now. You don't have to. I'm going to take mine off so that you can see feet. Now we do our best here as we investigate with curiosity and love our toes, called toe proprioception. So we want to have some perception of what is going on down there without looking, or you can look if you'd like. Keep your hands relaxed, shoulders relaxed, and just begin by lifting and lowering your toes. Proprioception is our ability to know where we are in space. Like right now, I know that my toes are moving. I'm sensing that, I'm feeling that. I know that they're down there and they're rising up and going back down. So it's a little play on words, toe proprioception. All right, keep just the big toes down now and lift the other toes. Big toes stay down. Other toes lift and lower. You might be feeling the arches of your feet. They may not even lift. Remember the intention part. How is your breath? Okay, other toes stay down. Just the big toes. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. You see, you can do this with socks on. You'll actually be getting a little bit of resistance from the socks, but Kind of nice to feel, if it's not too cold, sockless. Lift and lower, big toes only. All right, let's go with all the toes now. Again, lift and lower. And you can feel the lower leg. Everything is connected. One more time, all the toes, lift and lower. Now we have the most complicated one. Big toes, pinky toes, stay down. The middle three toes are trying to lift. Now you might go get them and see if you can lift them up. The middle toes, pinky and big toe stay down, or just sense it. You can close your eyes, take your awareness inside. Feel your whole foot come alive. Big toe, pinky toe down, middle three toes trying to lift. Release, and let's try the other side. It could be completely different. Big toe, pinky toe down, middle toes lift. And then notice if your hands or your shoulders are doing something creepy, something funky. Take an exhale. It's a long journey, right? From the brain down to the feet. Big toes down, pinky toe down, middle toes trying to lift. A few more breaths. Thank you, feet. Thank you. One more breath. And release just a couple times, lift and lower. And we'll take the legs wide. You can go as wide as you'd like, and you might scoot forward in your chair a little bit. We're just going to do some heel lifts. So I like to add some bonus resistance work here for the legs, but you can take the arms and press them into the legs, but the legs press back. That's the resistance part. You find this neutral, arms press out, legs press in, and then we're just lifting and lowering heels. You'll feel the calf muscles. These are called heel raises. There's a million ways to do them. This is a nice one. Notice your breath. If you're adding that resistance, notice where you feel that. A lot of good work in the shoulders and arms. One more time. And we lower. Okay, bring the legs closer together. Take the left leg on top. Now you can cross the leg, and that might be plenty, or you can take this figure 4 stretch, kind of like a thread the needle. The left leg is on top. We're just going to massage the foot. So if your leg is crossed, I just want you to move the foot around. So it's moving and massaging itself. If you're reaching the hands, you can touch the foot. Let your hands roam around. Meet your toes. Hello, toes. And your arch. And your heel. Maybe the top of your foot. It's giving a little bit of, kind of creates some heat. And one of my favorites is just scrunch and spread the toes. Scrunch and spread the toes. If you'd like, you can add fingers, scrunching, spreading, scrunching, spreading. Again, the whole foot is working here. We're getting ready for the true favorite part, which is not always a crowd pleaser. Intention counts, breath is very important. Take your right fingers, see if you can weave them in between the left toes. Your left leg is on top. We're in this nice hip stretch. And we're trying to get fingers in between toes as if they were your hands clasping or clasping this way. The toes can be very resistant to this if they're not used to it. So just do what you can. If scrunching and spreading is working better, you'll do that. Now you might squeeze your fingers or squeeze your toes. You may be getting a lot of feedback here. Be kind to yourself. This is work that I've done for years. So if this is your first time exploring the feet, they might have some kickback, some talk back. All right. Tricky part. You can let the hand relax. Try to let the hand do nothing and let your toes move and try to release the hand by the toes moving. I'm still, after years, a work in progress on this one. Trying to get the toes to release the hand. All right, we do have another side. Crossing the foot, thinking about moving the foot around, or drawing the leg up into this thread the needle shape, massaging the foot. That's different side, different information. Just notice your toes, your heel, the top of your foot, and the sole of your foot. Or you can scrunch and spread the toes. Scrunch and spread. Maybe adding the hands. Maybe holding the hands out or the arms out. Maybe taking them up. That's going to make it more challenging. Do what feels good today. This practice. When we release, let's take left fingers into the right toes or whichever foot you're on. Don't worry. As long as you're doing the other side, taking fingers into toes, notice if this side is easier or more challenging. Try not to judge it, just notice. You might squeeze your fingers. Breathe. Squeeze your toes. And then let's see if we can let the hand completely relax and move the toes only. We're trying to release the fingers and not have our brains poof. Keep exhaling. Almost. Woo, okay. Release. Feel your feet on the ground. You may stay seated for this next part if you would like, but we are going to come up and stand. So you can tap your feet or you can come to stand and tap your feet. I'm going to come off the mat because it's sticky sound. Just tapping, maybe one tap, other tap, other side. So we are just grounding. If you are feeling a lot of anxiety, you can do this. Tap, tap, get grounded, connect to the ground. And let's add some heart taps. You can make a pattern. You can take a big exhale. You can jump up and down if you'd like. This is strange to jump up and down like this, but you are actually building your bones right? This is adding load. We're jumping. This is good to make us stronger. Or tap, 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 tap. And stop with your hands on your heart. A couple more taps. And then pause. You can keep your hands at your heart or not. Feel your feet on the ground. Perhaps close your eyes. Notice your breath. Release your arms. Taking a side stretch. If you're seated, you can use part of your chair or have your arm on your leg. Standing, you're reaching, arms up and over, maybe just one arm up and over. Imagine stretching from the foot all the way up the outer seam of your body. Take a full breath in and out, and then one more. And we'll come up and switch sides, reaching up and over. My arms are so long, they always get cut off in the camera. Feet grounded, seated or standing, feet grounded. Stretching from the foot all the way up and over the side body, the whole side. 2 more breaths. And we release. Standing twist or seated twist. Allow a little bend in the knees. You're grounding again, kind of feel that settling into the earth. And then let your arms be floppy, twisting back and forth. If you're seated, grounded feet, twisting back and forth. If this is cranky for your knees, you can allow the heel to lift. So you're just letting the body flow. The tricky part here is letting go and letting the arms just fling around. Feeling the twist, the rotation. Breathing in, breathing out. Coming back to center, standing in Tadasana or seated Tadasana, tall posture. Awareness on your feet. And then travel up your body. Notice from the feet up, legs, hips, low back, upper back, belly, chest, shoulders, arms, hands, neck, head. Take a few more breaths right here. If your shoulders are in your ears, let them relax. If you are seated, you can repeat the heel raises. If you liked the legs wide with resistance, you can do that, or you could change the shape for heel raises. Standing, you might use your chair for this. We want to try and stay tall, head, rib cage, pelvis, down to the feet. And we want to do our heel raises this way. But we try to go straight up. There is some leaning forward, but I'm trying my best. Maybe the wall. Straight up and down. This I've been working on since 2018. I know exactly because I had plantar fasciitis in both feet and I had Achilles tendonitis in both feet. So both Achilles, which is this part, and it was not joyful. And these heel raises are how I started getting well. I actually didn't need to stretch so much. I needed to create some strength. So this is the beautiful part of the practice. We can do both. We can stretch, we can strengthen. Try to keep your feet in line as you go up and down. It will be tempting to go out, but we want to go up and down. We just have 40,000 more. When you practice this at home on your own, you can add something in the legs. A yoga block is good, a tennis ball or some other kind of ball. The ball is narrower. I find that one harder. But you can always add something to keep the legs and the feet in that more neutral position. Okay, next time you come up, hold. Breathe. Come down halfway. Halfway. Seated, you're joining us, I hope. Seated, halfway down with the heels, and then all the way back up. Hello, calves. Back of the lower leg. Hello. And then we come all the way down, slow motion. Slow, 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 slow. Whoo. Okay. Let's take the chair. We're going to come to lie down now. So you can come to the ground on your mat, on the floor, on an unfolded blanket, something that you can be comfortable on. And we'll use our chair or not. So you could take legs on the chair, which I love. It can be really soothing for the low back, but it is an inversion. So if that's not okay for you, then you can just stretch out on your mat. I have my chair backwards. Don't worry. You can do forward, backwards, whatever is working for your chair. So lying down, legs on your chair, supported with whatever you need, blanket, pillow. Let your arms rest. You can be palms down for a moment. We encourage that feeling of grounded. Taking a few breaths, grounded and heart-centered. Maybe you want one of the hands on your heart, or you can use your intention. Grounded and heart-centered. Let the body surrender into the ground, into the earth. Here we are, supported. Sometimes we literally have 2 minutes or 1 minute to relax. You can get in the practice of building that skill where when you have 1 minute, you get in this position and you instantly, it takes practice. Okay, releasing your arms wherever they're comfortable. Take my glasses off a minute. And bring your awareness to your feet and your ankles now. Connection. And we'll dorsiflex. This is called dorsiflexion of the ankle. The toes and the foot come toward your shins. And then we plantar flex, pointing. We're going to go back and forth between those movements. For many of us, we're better at the pointing. Like I think about when I'm in bed at night, my comforter is like my feet are in this shape. We need to spend a little more time in this shape. If this dorsiflexion is limited, imagine like squatting or going up and down stairs or walking. That can affect that. So we can practice. And then let's do opposites because we are fancy. Pointing and flexing. How is your breath? Okay, tricky one. This is inversion and eversion. Doesn't matter the names. I mean, it does, but it's fine to not have to learn those. Bring the soles of your feet so they're trying to look at each other. If you were standing, it would look like you were spraining your ankle. And then take the soles of the feet away from each other. This movement is not easy. Just notice soles toward each other and then away. So this is ankle movement side to side or lateral, or yeah, it feels a lot different. I feel the outer leg, the outer shin, and the inner shin. Those muscles are working to do this. All right, your choice. We're going to take some ankle circles. You can do this here like I am on the chair. If you're on the ground, you might like to hug one leg in and do a few circles. You might also want to take your legs up into the sky, and you can add your wrists if you'd like. Circles. Let it feel good. Notice if one ankle and foot, if the circles are easier, or if you go slowly enough, you might find some sticky areas where the circle becomes kind of flat. Good things to practice. Let's switch direction. We love to just zip around, but if you really slow down, try to draw these nice circles, you'll feel some feels. Okay, let's release. You can bring yourself into either legs on a chair or down into the shape of Shavasana, resting any way that you want. So imagine my chair. Well, let me just show you. So Shavasana. You can add something under your thighs if you need to do that. But we're going to bring the arms into the cactus shape. If this is too much, take the T. But while you're here in this cactus shape arm, bring your breath up into the area of collarbones, tops of shoulders, up above your shoulder blades, like the upper back. Take a few breaths with awareness on those areas way up here at the top of your breath canister, your torso. And slide your arms down into a T shape. T-shaped arms. And we're focusing the breath now in the rib cage. Got a strange notification from my computer. Yikes. Okay. Imagine breathing chest underneath your armpits on the sides of your ribs and your upper back, your whole thoracic cavity. Inhaling and exhaling. You can feel the back body breathing into your mat or the floor. And let your arms slide down. So they're a little maybe wider than Shavasana shape. Think of your hands kind of lining up with your pelvis. And we breathe now into low belly, low back, pelvis. See if your belly can relax and soften so that there's room for breath. Allow belly to rise and fall. On each exhale, let your body relax a little bit more. Next exhale, a little bit more. Next exhale, a little bit more. And you may stay right where you are and have a full 5 minutes of Shavasana. Nothing more to do, but so important to let the body take in what we did. Make sure you're comfortable. If you want your legs off the chair, you bring yourself down to the ground slowly. Add a blanket if you're cozy or not cozy. Maybe you want to put your socks back on, but move quietly. And allow yourself to settle. Shavasana. Bring your awareness back to your breath. Imagine breathing in through your feet, filling up your whole body with a nourishing breath. You might even have a gentle sigh for your exhale. Take a few more breaths like that, inhaling through your feet, filling up, exhaling, emptying out. And very, very gently, some movement of toes and fingers. Maybe a full body stretch if it feels good to reach through your legs, through your arms. If your legs are on the chair, just be mindful. Everybody bringing your knees in and then rolling to one side. Fetal pose. And we pause here for a moment. This is the pose of new beginnings. So we'll start our day from here, brand new. Thank you, feet. Thank you, body. And we come up to sit. Bring your hands to heart center. Take an inhale and an exhale. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully, with love and curiosity, you've explored your feet and beyond. We can feel in our whole bodies, and it kind of starts with the feet. So take great care. Let me know how it went. Keep taking good care of your feet. See you soon.